Hi guys, welcome to 5-Minute Fridays. My name is Eric Herdman and I am the creator of the old 5-Minute Friday videos that normally goes 6, 7, 8 minutes. First of all, if you're getting this and haven't received one of these in a while, I want to let you know we did something with our spam filter and our email sending process through Aweber, who we use to distribute these. And so if you're seeing this and you haven't, I apologize. There have been things that have caused it maybe to go to the spam filter. So if you want to see some past episodes, please check there. But if you're seeing this for the first time, we've made some significant changes. Aweber's done it mostly on their end, and then they've advised us to make a few changes with how we send emails. So I wanted to let you know that, first of all. But today, in the 5-Minute Friday that's 6, 7, 8 minutes long, I'd like to talk to you about what's your trick? What trick do you have? What thing do you do that makes you just insanely better at what you do? So I'm leaving it open because I have a lot of different audience members here. I have people that are here because of leadership and they've heard me speak on leadership, and I pretty much speak on two topics: leadership and productivity. And of course, inside productivity is the time, energy, focus programs that I do, which is my latest online course and book on time, energy, and focus. And then the leadership stuff is something I've been writing about since the early 2000s, and so I speak on that. But there are people here that have little tricks and things they do to make them better at leaders and leadership, and some people have some things that are productivity related. Some people have like human optimization things. A lot of my online coaching clients I work with on how to make themselves better at decision making, better at having more energy, better at having more focus, things we do with themselves, their routines, their food, their nutrition, their caffeine, that sort of thing. So I thought I would start while you're thinking about what's my trick, what's my secret sauce, what's my little thing. One of the things that I have discovered lately, and it is a thing, it's not necessarily a tip that I do with myself or offer to myself or can give you, but I've started using Rocketbook. And it is a tablet, and they have two sizes. I have the letter size, and then they have the small guy here. So this is really small. You can see some things to make it kind of to scale. You can see a pen, and that's the size of that pad. I have been using this at the advice of seminar participants for over a year. That's right. A little slow in the uptake here, and I apologize for that to those of you that have asked me about if I had it, and if I had it, and if I had it, and finally I have it. So first of all, it's again called Rocketbook, and that's their little icon there, and that's their logo on the big one. You can see it. So what you do is use this special pen. It's really not a special pen. It is a Pilot pen that you can get anywhere. It's called a, I think it's called Fryon, or Fryon pen, Fryon. It's hard to read, but it is a regular pen from Pilot. But it works with these sheets that are in these notebooks. So these notebooks have about 10 to 20 pages in them, depending on the size. And all you do is you open it up and you start writing your notes, just any notes. This one sits on my desk because I'm pretty much I'm kind of a digital nomad with my travel and that sort of thing. So I try to put everything in electronically. So I have my iPad set up. It's kind of my second monitor. My MacBook Pro is my main thing. And a lot of things just go in digitally. But when I'm on calls, I am old school, and I like to go pen and paper, or pen and some kind of plastic product, but you can just write on here, and what it does is it captures it. So I just wrote my name on there, and you can write the date, and you can see that shows up. Now what I can do is I open up the free Rocketbook app that can go on any phone, any operating system. It can put it on a pad, a tablet, that sort of thing, and I take a picture of this, and this code down here sends it to the place that I have already set up as what's called a designation or a destination. I have basically said that I'm designating this type of a note to go to this destination. It sends it into my Evernote, and it's filed there. So all my coaching sessions I do on Rocketbook now. So instead of having the tedious amount of looking away while the person's right there like I am right now, if they're in front of me and I'm looking and typing and that sort of thing, I simply can take notes just like this and scan them in. Not even scan them, just take a picture of them, and it sends it to the destination of choice. And then I can file them away in the client file with their session log and any other notes I have, any other files we've exchanged, all right there. What a wonderful system. That is my new trick. and I started off with the big Rocketbook, so the 8.5 by 11, if you will. And then I went to the smaller size because I realized, you know what, I wanted one of these on my desk. So when I am taking notes with a client, that's one thing, but I want one that I can have just willy-nilly things throughout the day. What a wonderful tool. So what I'd like to know, what's your trick? What makes you just that much more productive, that much more of a better leader than maybe you were yesterday? Because that's the game, right? That's the game. I just want to be better than I was yesterday. It's a game of inches, not of miles. You got to go long, we got to go far, but we do that by going 1 inch, one little step at a time. So let me know what your trick is. I'd love to hear from you. You can reply to this email. You have access to me through all of the messaging that I have available on all the social media outlets, as well as you have my email even. So please feel free to reply. And I'd love to hear what you're doing to make yourself better at whatever it is you do. Until next week, for 5 Minutes Friday, that is right now at about 6 minutes and 10 seconds, I'll see you then. Make it a great week.